out. I had to change cameras because my other one is full because I have that many videos to edit. So I do apologize if the camera quality is not what you want it to be, or like the light keeps changing because the sun is everywhere. But we're gonna get into my book haul. Welcome back to my channel. By the time this goes up, it will be Wednesday, so you know what that means if you cannot tell. So it's been forever since I did a book haul, which is really bad on my part, but I need my phone because I have to remember where I got everything because it's been that long. I apologize also if you hear like noise in the background. It's like people cutting grass and like my mom's on the phone, so you know how that goes. Yeah, so I didn't go over the last, which I clearly got a lot and I forgot to talk about, which now I don't know where it is. So I have, first I'm gonna go over like the first books that I got from Book of the Month, which I'm loving them more and more. Like every single time I go on there, it's like I want all the books and I can't have them. I can only get 3 at a time, but I'm trying to not buy new books for the rest of the year and next year. I'm going to go into more detail about that in a later video because it's quite a lot of books for the last 2 months. So the first ones I'm going to go into are by Book of the Month, which if you don't know about them, they are a subscription service and you can get a book every month of your choosing, or what I have been doing, you can choose a book of the month and then you can do 2 add-ons, which is why I have a whole shelf over there of Book of the Month books, because it looks nice and I like it. But the very first book I'm going to talk about is Home Before Dark, and if you don't know about Gabby from Gabby Reads, if you are into any type of horror or mystery or thriller, she knows her things. Go to her for the deets, which is why I picked this up, because every book that she's talked about I've either enjoyed or it sounds like I would enjoy it. So I got Home Before Dark. Also, Lala talked about this book too. So those are like 2 of my favorite booktubers. So they talked about it, so of course I'm gonna get it. And then The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I have a couple of, well not a couple, but I have the 3 V.E. Schwab books, which is like the series, I'm skipping the names. Oh man, I can't remember the names of these, and I just put it on Twitter that I needed to finish, which is really bad. Darker Shade of Magic. Jesus Christ, that series is what I started with, and I just, within the first few chapters, I just became so enthralled in the book. So of course I'm gonna go and get another book by the author. And this book has been talked about a lot lately. Also, Gabby cried reading this book, so not to laugh at her crying, but it was just the fact that if this story is that impactful, I have to get it. So I did. And then if you follow me on Twitter, you already know that I started reading this book last month, so that would be November. I have not finished it yet. I'm reading very slowly. And that's on my part because I actually skipped 2 days because I wanted to film a different video that I plan on posting this upcoming Monday. But yeah, so I have to finish this book, so I definitely plan on finishing this book in December. Speaking of which, I just read a post on Twitter. I'm so sorry I don't have names yet, but it was really funny when I read it. She says, "Happy December. Welcome to Leftover Book Month, where we read all the books that we were supposed to read in the year. Leftover Book Month is dedicated to all the physical copies that I got and did not read." So my point is, in December I will be finishing this freaking book because I started it and didn't finish it, and then I'm rereading A Darker Shade of Magic because I started the book and I was buddy reading with Books and Bow Ties. They had to post for their blog, and then I wound up falling off and not picking it back up altogether, so I'm going to start over again. So yeah, and then I also got Mexican Gothic, which if you don't know, you should know. And then I got Lock Every Door, which for a sec, I just want to talk about these covers though. Like, I mean, look, it's a pretty looking book. So those are the ones. Oh, and I also got another book from Book of the Month, but I'm not going to talk about it because it's being featured for another video. And then I went to Barnes and Noble with my sister. That's how it happens. You just walk in there and you walk out with things. And so I got The Hunting Party. I also have a book by this author. I'm not gonna talk about what it is because it's also being featured in another video. And then I got Cinderella's Day, which, if you don't know, I love retelling of any stories ever. Like just ever. I have a whole shelf of it. And so, can you see it in the shot? Well, you can. Well, it's over here if you can't see it. It's kind of dark. But any retelling, I absolutely will be enthralled in. You know that in my earlier TBRs, I read Queen of Nothing, which is like the retelling of did I just do that wrong? Oh my god, it's called Queen of Hearts. Queen of Nothing is another book. See what happens when you don't try to eliminate books by going on freaking social media and getting ideas for more books, because the way I've never read Queen of Nothing. I mean Queen of Hearts. I started that series. I have one more book to read in that series, but that's the retelling of Alice in Wonderland. And then I also read the retelling of Maleficent as well, so fell in love with that. So anytime it's a retelling, I absolutely love it. And look at the cover. I mean, get into the cover. I mean, it looks, you know, I did in 2 months. This is a lot of books, but I don't plan on buying any more for the rest of the year. Okay, and then the last one I got is a series. You see that? See it? See who it's by? See all of that? Okay, first off, if you don't know, I've talked about it in like my earlier videos. I wanted a complete Stephen King shelf. I can't quite show it to you, but I have been seeing this series everywhere, and I wanted to start off getting books that I've seen the movies too. So like Carrie, Cujo, Christine, The Mist. Who else is there? Misery. Where's another one? I think it's like 1922 and 1942, or whichever one is the date one. The Shining is another one. I have to get Dr. Sleep, but here's the thing, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I'm gonna read the book first, and then I'm gonna go and review the movie. But anyway, that's how I wanted it. But I wanted this series for a very long time. I'll link the description box in below. I can't remember the YouTuber's name, but they raved about this book. I went down a rabbit hole and was going down Stephen King fans and stuff like that, and seeing which books they had. And so I don't want every Stephen King book. I'm gonna make that clear. I don't want every Stephen King book. I'm only gonna get the ones that I've either read or saw the movie about, or they're like this where the series is raved about and everyone talks about enjoying it. Other than that, that's it. So I still have like maybe 3 or 4 books to get, and then I'm done. Like, I'm not having an entire collection of all his works because I messed up and got Colorado Kid, and that book was terrible. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It did nothing for me. It was a great experience to try to branch out there and read a book by Stephen King that I've never heard before, but I don't think I'll be doing it again. And it's crazy because he's releasing another one. There's another release. It's made in the same type of, let me see. Oh, I can't reach it. But it's made in the same type of style. Like, it's really small, really short. Yeah, I didn't like it. So yeah, those are the books that I got for the last 2 months. I'm not buying any more books. It's not happening.